Do you possess these 6 valuable qualities? Have you ever wondered what quietly makes a person more respectable as they get older? It's not wealth, not status, and certainly not just luck. The truth is, after age 65, there are qualities that, when cultivated, will make a person truly irreplaceable, a person who is deeply respected, admired, and desired by others. But surprisingly, many people overlook these things, letting them slip away without realizing their value. In this video, we will explore 6 rare traits that, when nurtured, will not only earn you love, but also genuine respect. These qualities have nothing to do with appearance or material success. They relate to how you live, how you think, and how you present yourself. The best part is that you can develop these traits at any stage of your life. No matter where you are, right now, you have the potential to cultivate these 6 things and become the kind of person whose mere presence makes an impact. Watch until the end of the video, because the last one is something most people don't realize until it's too late. If you've ever felt like you're fading away, or if you've wondered how to maintain your sense of purpose and dignity, these 6 traits will not only help you stand out in a powerful and quiet way, but also bring you a sense of fulfillment, something more precious than any treasure. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I recommend you do so and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. If you liked this video, please comment below. If you didn't like it, enter a 0 so we can make better videos. Now let's get started. The first characteristic: the ability to remain calm in all situations. One of the most valuable qualities a person can develop after age 65 is the ability to remain calm. Their presence can reassure others, bring peace to the room, and make everyone feel safe. This calmness isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is fine. Rather, it's wisdom, knowing what truly matters, patience, letting go of minor annoyances, and the ability to stand firm, even when life throws challenges at you. As we age, we see more of life. We witness losses, changes, and unexpected difficulties. Some people let these experiences make them bitter or anxious, but those who become quietly admirable are those who learn to remain calm. Not panicking at minor annoyances, not letting disagreements turn into fights, and viewing every issue positively. Mr. Daniel, 74, is a retired military man. Years ago, his mere presence could calm an entire room. He wasn't the loudest person, but there was something about him. From his deep, warm voice, his ability to listen, to the way he reassured people, it naturally drew everyone to him. Even now, retired, his grandchildren enjoy talking to him because he never dismisses their feelings. His friends trust him because they know he won't add fuel to the fire. His wife, after decades of marriage, still feels comforted by the way he handles life's ups and downs. This calmness isn't passivity. It's knowing when to act and when to let go. It's choosing not to waste energy on unimportant things. It's having the strength to remain calm when others lose control. The most respected older people are those who don't let emotions control them. They pause before reacting, they listen before speaking, and they understand that most arguments are pointless. They don't waste time proving themselves. They don't let frustration dominate their mood. Instead, they become the kind of person others turn to in moments of crisis. The kind of person who instantly makes the room feel more comfortable, simply by being there. And here's the secret. This calmness not only earns you the respect of others, but it also makes your own life incredibly better. It reduces stress, strengthens relationships, and helps you focus on what truly brings you joy. If you've ever known someone with this calmness, you'll see how powerful it is. And if you cultivate it within yourself, you will become a truly respectable person. Not because of what you possess, but because of the peace you bring to those around you. The second characteristic: constantly exploring new things. One of the biggest mistakes people make as they get older is believing that learning, exploring, and experiencing new things are only for the young. But the truth is, respected seniors never stop learning. They continue to explore, learn, and embrace new ideas. They don't get stuck in their ruts or reject things just because they're different from what they already know. Curiosity keeps the mind sharp. But more importantly, it keeps older people vibrant. Mrs. Emma, 76 years old, a retired teacher, she used to watch the same programs and repeat the same stories. But instead, she actively sought out new things. She read books outside of her usual interests. She listens when young people talk about their experiences. Instead of refuting them as two different viewpoints, she learns new technologies because she likes to keep up with how the world is developing. As a result, she is incredibly engaging to talk to. People are drawn to her, not only because she is intelligent, but because she is not stuck in the past. It is this curiosity and thirst for knowledge that keeps her from getting bored. It resists stagnation and keeps her immersed in new discoveries. But more importantly, it makes her someone others genuinely enjoy being around. If you've ever felt happy learning something new, if you believe that curiosity is the key to staying active, let me know by commenting number 2 below. Let's continue. Third characteristic. Knowing how to say no skillfully. One of the most valuable things you can cultivate after age 65 is the ability to set boundaries to protect your time, energy, and peace of mind. Too many people, especially as they get older, fall into the trap of pleasing others, enduring disrespect, or allowing others to take more than they give. But the truth is, the most silently powerful people are those who know their own worth and refuse to compromise. Boundaries aren't about being cold, distant, or selfish. They're about knowing what you should and shouldn't accept. It's about ensuring you don't sacrifice your own happiness just to make others comfortable. And when you master this skill, you instantly become respected, appreciated, and quietly admirable. Consider Mr. James, 73 years old, a retired mechanic. For most of his life, he's found it hard to say no. If someone needs help moving, he'll agree, even if his back hurts. If a friend or family member constantly calls just to complain, he'll listen, even if it's emotionally exhausting. If someone crosses his boundaries, he'll remain silent because he doesn't want to create conflict. But over time, he began to feel exhausted, stressed, and disrespected. That's when he decided to start valuing his time. He helped when he genuinely wanted to, but not out of obligation. He listened to others, but no longer allowed himself to absorb negative emotions. He spent time with people who treated him well, not those who drained him. And most importantly, he didn't feel guilty about prioritizing his own happiness. As a result, he was happier, healthier, and more respected. This is something most people don't realize. When you allow others to cross your boundaries, you teach them that it's okay. But when you clearly define what is and isn't acceptable, you naturally attract people who respect your time, energy, and presence. Respectable elders aren't those who let others trample on them. They are people who can confidently say no without explanation. They know their time is precious. They know they deserve relationships built on mutual respect. And they know that those who truly care about them will respect their boundaries, rather than trying to cross them. And best of all, when you set boundaries, you not only gain respect from others, but you also gain confidence. Fourth characteristic. A warm and comfortable presence. One of the things you can cultivate after age 65 is the ability to make others feel comfortable. This doesn't mean being the loudest person in the room, or constantly trying to make people laugh. It means your presence makes people feel safe, understood, and valued. A presence that others seek, not for what you offer them, but for how you make them feel. That those who possess this quality are something truly rare. A quiet warmth that draws others in. The kind of person everyone wants to sit next to in a room full of strangers. The kind of person who, even without saying much, makes people feel a sense of belonging. They listen without judgment. They are kind without expecting anything in return. And they make the world around them feel lighter. Mrs. Olivia, a 75-year-old former nurse. She has a way of making everyone around her feel at home. She doesn't force conversations. She doesn't dominate the room. Yet people are naturally drawn to her. When she spoke softly and sincerely. When she listened, she truly listened, not just waiting for her turn to speak, but making everyone feel that their words were valued. Therefore, people enjoyed being around her. She wasn't showy. She didn't seek attention, but her warmth was unforgettable. This kind of presence isn't about what you say, but how you make people feel. It's about the way you offer a reassuring smile when someone seems uneasy. It's about letting others express themselves fully, without interrupting or dismissing their feelings. It's about the way you share kindness, through small but meaningful things. A comment, a sincere compliment, a simple act of care. And this is the wonderful thing. People won't forget, long after the conversation is over. They remember how you made them feel. They remember the comfort of being around you. They remember the kindness in your voice, the gentleness in your expression, the way you made them feel important. This is what quietly makes someone worthy of respect. Not money, not power, not being the center of attention, but warmth in an often cold world. And the best part is that this kind of presence doesn't fade with age. It deepens not because of youth, beauty, or charm, but because of life experience, patience, and love. If you've ever met someone whose presence made you feel comfortable, you know how rare and special this is. And if you cultivate this, you will be someone people cherish. Not because of what you have, but because of who you are. If this resonates with you, if you believe in the power of warmth and kindness, let me know by commenting number 4 below. Fifth characteristic. The ability to find joy in simplicity. One of the greatest secrets to a truly fulfilling life after age 65 is learning to find joy in simple things. This doesn't mean settling for less, but rather recognizing that some of the most beautiful and meaningful moments don't come from grand achievements or luxurious experiences, but from the small, everyday things, joys that so many people overlook. Those who quietly become admirable are those who have mastered this. They don't need excitement to feel content. They don't pursue things they don't truly want. Instead, they have a way of seeing beauty where others don't. What is special? A warm cup of coffee on a quiet morning, feeling the sunlight on your face, the way laughter rings out, shared with good friends, part of a simple, fulfilling day. Mr. Brian, an 80-year-old retired carpenter, is neither rich nor famous, but he is genuinely happy. He doesn't waste time complaining about what he lacks. He wakes up each morning appreciating what he has. When he goes for a walk, he notices how the leaves move in the wind. When he eats a meal, he truly enjoys each bite. When he talks to old friends, he listens, laughs, and immerses himself in the moment, instead of letting his mind drift into worries about the past or the future. People can sense contentment when someone is at peace with life, when someone is truly grateful, when someone knows how to let go and appreciate what they have. And that is rare. It's captivating. It's the kind of presence others want to be around. But here's the problem. Too many people spend their later years focusing on what they lack, instead of what's right in front of them. They wallow in regret. They compare their lives to others. They convince themselves that happiness is something they've left behind. But the truth is, the most respectable people are those who know how to live in the present and are content. They don't waste energy complaining about things they can't change. They don't let small inconveniences ruin their peace. They choose joy in the smallest ways. This isn't about pretending life is always perfect. It's about training your mind to recognize the good, even in ordinary days. It's about appreciating what you have instead of craving something else. And it's about realizing that true happiness isn't found in grand moments, but is built little by little in how you live each day. Sixth characteristic. Unwavering self-respect. There is something undeniable about a person who knows their worth, a person who carries within them a quiet dignity, not seeking the approval of others, and not letting age diminish their sense of self. This unwavering self-respect is one of the most precious things you can cultivate after age 65. And that is what makes a person truly irreplaceable. Many people spend their younger years worrying about what others think of them, trying to fit in, trying to prove themselves, trying to be liked. But respectable people are those who, over time, learn that their value is not something that needs to be recognized by others. They stop pursuing external approval. They stop wasting energy on people who don't appreciate them. And most importantly, they stop apologizing for who they are. Consider the case of Mrs. Anna, a retired office worker. She's 78 years old. She used to be the kind of person who always put others first. Someone who always tried her best to make everyone happy. even at the cost of her own happiness. But as she got older, she realized that her time, her energy, and her peace of mind mattered. She stopped saying yes to things she didn't want to do. She stopped feeling guilty about prioritizing herself. She stopped letting other people's opinions define her choices. And because of that, she became someone respected by others. Self-respect isn't arrogance or looking down on others. It's knowing your own worth and refusing to let anyone diminish it. It's setting standards for how you deserve to be treated and never lowering those standards just to keep others comfortable. It's looking in the mirror and knowing that, no matter what you are, you remain yourself, without needing to prove anything to anyone. And this is what people can sense when someone respects themselves. It's in the way they speak, the way they walk, the way they handle challenges. A person with self-respect doesn't beg for attention. They don't need validation. They don't tolerate disrespect. Instead, they possess a quiet strength that instinctively compels others to treat them with respect. But too many people, as they get older, find their self-respect fading. They convince themselves that they are less valuable, simply because they are older. They believe they must shrink, remain silent, or accept less than they deserve. But the truth is, age strengthens your self-respect, not weakens it, because age brings wisdom, and your value has never depended on anyone else's opinion. If you believe in the power of self-esteem, let me know by commenting number 6 below. After we finish this video, take a moment to reflect on the 6 traits above. They have nothing to do with wealth, status, or external success. They relate to something much deeper: how you treat yourself, how you treat others, and how you choose to live each day. Respectful people aren't those who chase attention or demand recognition. They cultivate wisdom, kindness, and a deep sense of self-esteem. These qualities only grow stronger over time. But here's the key. These things don't happen naturally. It takes focus, determination, and commitment to become the kind of person who, no matter where you are, continues to shine in their own way. If you recognize yourself as possessing these traits, or if you feel inspired to start cultivating them more in your own life, then you're on the right track. These qualities not only make others respect you, but also help you respect yourself. And when you do that, when you truly embrace the person you want to become, you'll find that respect and admiration will naturally come to you. What characteristics will you start cultivating in your own life? Comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it to your life. Your thoughts are very important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments will give us great motivation and encouragement. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support will help us continue creating great content to provide information and inspiration to the community. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in our next videos.